Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast where it's Friday night. You know what that means. It's Lost to the Midcard, a very special edition for you. It's going to be a short edition. We are only talking AEW on this edition, so no WWE, no Impact, no headlines, no nothing this week. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled show next Thursday, but here is a special Saturday show, probably the first time we've ever done a Saturday show that I can think of. We're recording right after AEW Dynamite, 11 Central, 12 Eastern, of an amazing go-home show, considering they've had to rearrange the schedule for the NBA playoffs and do Dynamite on Friday. So we're recording right after this. We're going to talk about we're going to talk about last week's Dynamite real briefly, to talk about tonight's Dynamite as well, and then run down the card for the pay-per-view this Sunday for Double or Nothing. So we will talk about all of that in a very short show, but thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes, Spotify, and any of your favorite podcasting apps. All you got to do is search for Lost in the Midcard, hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way, every Thursday typically, but every once in a while we come at you with a little surprise. Of course, the NBA schedule kind of dictated that, so we decided to record right after the go-home show of Dynamite. So we got a special one on Saturday. So if you subscribe and to the podcast, and you'll get notified of that. Or if you go to YouTube, subscribe to us on YouTube. And the links to that are on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Lost in the Midcard, or at our Twitter at LITMC Podcast. Go to the pin post there, subscribe, hit the bell icon. You'll know when you're notified of a special video editions of the podcast as well. So I'm your host, Jeremy Bennett. You can find me on the Twitter at JB Huskers. As always, my co-host, he is on the Twitter at Raw F Showtime. It is the Forbidden Door, Matt Black. Matt, how's it going?
Why am I the Forbidden Door?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I just got done watching that Tony Khan promo because I'd been out early this evening. I missed SmackDown, came back for Dynamite, caught that epic Tony Khan promo that probably butthurt the WWE marks. So we're not talking headlines, Matt, but about that WWE New Japan Pro Wrestling thing. Yeah. Probably not as big as the marks are thinking, is it?
According to PW Insider, it was mainly being done to try to keep Daniel Bryan happy, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be technical, I mean, that's really what this is.
Yeah.
What this is for. They're trying to get Bryan to resign. So they're thinking if they can, have all these, talks with MLW and in New Japan and all that, they're hoping that in turn they'll be able to re-sign Bryan, and Bryan can go do stuff in these companies where it will look like Bryan's wrestling in different promotions, but he's really under the WWE umbrella. And I think that's what they're trying to get done. But the fact of the matter is, if I'm AEW, I'm trying to sign some kind of deal with New Japan now.
Yeah.
If they haven't already.
How did Tony put it? I think it was let's see.
Business, Nick. And it's me, it's Tony Khan. It's not some con man from Connecticut. Have a fun show tonight, Nick.
Boy, he hit his brother hard, didn't he?
The con war has officially begun, sir. The con versus con. Nobody ever thought it would happen.
We need that Star Trek clip. Con.
Unbelievable. I popped so damn hard.
My God.
For that freaking video, because it's so damn funny.
They came pretty hard at that one. That was good.
I love it, man. I fucking love it.
AEW Dynamite. Let's talk about last week's show briefly. Christian Cage, Matt Sydal, hell of a match between those two guys. A couple of old WWE guys. I'm sure they've known each other for quite a while. Christian Cage looking tremendous in the ring ahead of his match with Brian Cage at Double or Nothing. I thought that was a tremendous. Of course, him and Sydal hugging after the match as they kind of teamed together and fended off Team Taz at the end, and Hangman Page coming out as well. I loved what Hangman Page handed Ricky Starks his drink.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, hold my beer. Of course, Starks hurt for God. How long is that now? A few months?
Hear he's going to be out 3 months.
Yeah, man.
But he doesn't need surgery, so
which is good.
you got to count your blessings there. Essentially, it could have been a lot worse.
When he gets healthy, we need that Starks and Christian match because that'll tear the house down, man. Tear the house down. Varsity Blondes getting interviewed. Debut of Julia Hart, which we've seen on Dark, I believe, Dark or Elevation recently. She joins the Varsity Blondes. Kind of a good fit, in my opinion, I think. Actually, she was on Dynamite. I think she got a job to Britt Baker the week before, a couple of weeks before there. So, little promo there from the Varsity Blondes. John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, cut a little promo on the Acclaimed. the Acclaimed come out, man. Max Caster talking about Renee Paquette. That was some good shit because Renee even retweeted it, man. That was kind of funny. John's face when he talked about the oral sessions was priceless, wasn't it, Matt?
Look, Renee knows what's up. Renee knows it's good promotion for her podcast,
right?
I truly believe whenever she's done with whatever that fancy little no compete was that WWE gave her when she left the company, like I truly believe she's going to be doing stuff with AEW when that thing's done. Probably, I would assume later this year.
I'd assume that they couldn't have been more than 90 days, but at the same time,
I heard it was excessive.
Oh,
I heard it was a lot longer than 90 days.
Plus, she's having a baby, so it's
really
it doesn't really matter.
I mean, technically, it could have expired during her pregnancy.
Yeah,
but like I heard when she was gone from the company, because it wasn't Renee's situation it wasn't like WWE released her. She was like, I'm done. Yeah. Essentially. So I think it was one of those deals where instead of a 90-day no compete, it was however long the actual remaining time on her WWE deal contract was.
Yeah.
Would that forbid her from working for another professional wrestling company?
I gotcha.
So, and like I said, that could have expired during her pregnancy for all we know.
True.
But I feel like by the end of the year, she's going to be doing stuff with AEW, and she's going to be a perfect fit. It's going to be perfect.
Yeah. Moxley and Kingston, no surprise, winning, but it was actually a damn good match with the Acclaimed. I thought it was a real good tag match. Gave them about 12 minutes. I thought it was very solid, making Max and Bowens, look credible because they are a credible tag team. They're I would say they're one of the top tag teams in the company, and there's a lot of fucking tag teams in that company. So I thought Moxley,
their tag team division's so deep.
It is. It's only getting deeper too, man. I mean, shit. Tonight, we've barely seen Stu and Uno during the pandemic. We've barely seen them, and the pop they got tonight was tremendous.
It was massive.
They're over. So I think they're going to be on the rebound, and we haven't seen them at all during the pandemic. So, Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page cutting a promo. Lights go out and Sting comes out the ramp. Darby with a skateboard comes in, attacks from behind. The Pinnacle at a restaurant. A little vignette there. Sean Spears acting like a dick. That was good. Good to see Rebel in the ring. It only was 2 minutes. Rebel looked fucking great though, man. Took it on Hikaru Shida. We got Kenny Omega, Don Callis trying to talk Orange Cassidy into foregoing his title match at Double or Nothing, putting it off, so to speak, so it wouldn't be a triple threat. Cassidy ripped up the original contract. They provided him another contract. He is going to answer it on Dynamite from tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute. The Inner Circle comes out. They cut a good promo, as always. Little middle finger salute. They're talking about the old bubbly bath and all that, and talking about how they will accept the challenge if they lose the Stadium Stampede. The Inner Circle has to disband, which we'll see if we think they're going to disband in our predictions at the end of the show here. Jade Cargill getting interviewed by Tony Schiavone. Of course, everybody trying to sign her. More on that later. The lovely Red Velvet took on Serena Deeb for the NWA Women's World Championship. That was a damn good match between those two girls, wasn't it, Matt?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Red Velvet, definitely a good talent. We'll probably see a lot more of her down the road. She's been doing a hell of a job, since basically being on Dark a lot and then getting in that feud with Jade Cargill and doing a hell of a job. She's been putting together some great matches. So
I think it's quite amazing the tremendous level that the AEW women's division has improved in the last calendar year.
Yeah, when she just had to carry it,
night and day different.
Yeah, now she just had to carry it. Now you got it in good hands. You got Allie, you got Red Velvet, you got there's people I'm forgetting around.
Serena Deeb.
Serena Deeb.
They have Ty Conte. Anna Jay when she comes back.
Thunder Rosa eventually probably will sign with AEW once her contract with NWA is done.
Chris Statlander.
Statlander's back, yeah.
Thunder Rosa just got her first official AEW T-shirt.
Oh, well, yeah.
So
it's coming that she's signing.
Something's going on there that we're not privy to knowing. But if you're not under some kind of, even a temp contract with AEW, they're not releasing merch for you.
No.
That's why Maki Ito didn't get a shirt. So, there's something, the fact that Thunder Rosa now has an AEW shirt, there's something going on there that we don't necessarily know about right now. But it's a great thing for AEW. I'm ecstatic with the level they have their women's division, because it was to me a year ago it was the company's greatest weakness. But now it's an incredible strength.
It's being built like the Knockouts division was built back in the day in Impact. Now it's a given that it's a great division, but back then they had to build it.
Yeah,
and they did.
And they built it with a bunch of women that weren't really WWE girls. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They had the men already established when they started their company.
Yeah.
The women, on the other hand, they kind of started from the ground up.
Yep.
But to see where they've come now, I am, Britt and Cheetah might be the match I'm most looking forward to on Sunday. And that says a lot because of this fucking card's stacked.
Yeah.
I wish I was there, man. I wish I was there this weekend.
Anthony Ogogo takes on Austin Gunn. Quick match there to put over Ogogo. Kazarian Daniels, interviewed by Alex Marvez, wanted some words from Daniels about SU losing and having to disband forever. Daniels does not speak publicly, but whispers something to Kazarian, and then Kazarian cuts a fucking great promo. But obviously, we probably won't hear from Kazarian for a week or two now with the unfortunate passing of his father. This was taped a little later, I believe. So, Miro coming out, of course, cutting a promo, setting up the feud with Lance Archer, which has been a real great back and forth with Jake's promos, Lance promos. Miro's been doing some great promos lately. I think they're finally booking Miro the way it should be. And then the main event of the evening was the Bucks and the Varsity Blondes, and they went about 12 minutes. I thought the Blondes showed really looked really good in the main event, Matt. Don't you think?
Yeah, no, I thought it was a really good main event. My only complaint, I think I've mentioned this on the show here before, and I think I've mentioned it with you. Look, I know Brian Pillman Jr. is still under the MLW deal, but I mean, that's expiring soon.
Yeah.
For the love of God, when the Varsity Blondes lose, stop making Pillman take all the fucking pinfalls.
Right.
Freaking pin Griff Garrison, for fuck's sakes.
Who the fuck is Griff Garrison?
Exactly.
Dynamite.
I will never not remember him as who the fuck is Griff Garrison guy.
Rest in peace, Brody Lee. Who the fuck is Griff Garrison? Dynamite tonight. Kickoff with Darby Allin with Sting against Cesar Bononi with his wingmen, Peter Avalon, JD Drake, and Ryan Nemeth. Easy win for Darby Allin there. Darby grabbing the mic, wanting Scorpio and Ethan tonight. They show up, but as they show up, the wingmen attack, and then Sky and Paige join in, and they're about ready to Pillmanize. Get it? Pillmanize the leg of Sting, but the Dark Order make the save.
How dare you.
Dark Order loves them some Sting, man.
Dark Order, good people. Good people, that Dark Order.
We got the weigh-in. What'd you think of the weigh-in tonight, Matt?
It's really the only thing on the show I didn't like.
Why didn't you like it?
It's a weigh-in, dude. Like, I don't care about the weigh-ins when the UFC does them. I don't care about weigh-ins when boxing does them. And I sure as fuck don't care about weigh-ins when professional wrestling does them. It's not for me. Like, to me, this was the only segment of the show tonight where I was just like, can this be over already? Like, I didn't care for it at all.
I might have blinked and missed it, but they showed a promo for the Casino Battle Royale. Is Paul White the Joker, or
no? Paul White is on commentary.
Okay, okay. They saw him as the King, so I guess that made sense. I was wondering.
No, they showed him on the graphic because he's gonna be doing commentary for the match.
The Joker's still.
We don't know who the Joker is.
We'll see if we'll do some predicting on that after we talk about this week's Dynamite. After the weigh-in,
AEW confirmed.
Yeah. Cult of personality. Cult of personality, please. Backstage, Christian Cage and Brian. What the hell is going on? The hell is going on here? Where am I? Oh, here we go. Powerhouse Hobbs and Christian Cage brawling in the back, and then Cage taking down Christian, and a little bit of a pull apart there. Joey Janela, we don't see much of Joey Janela anymore, but good to see him back. A rematch with Adam Page. They had a hell of a brutal match about a year ago. What did you think of Adam Page and Joey Janela in 2021 here, Matt?
Yeah, it was a good match. I mean, the thing is, with Joey Janela, if you ain't watching Dark, you ain't seeing Janela.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he's on Dynamite very far and few between. I mean, he might get on the show more now with Rampage starting in August. But right now he's it's just an act. They don't have time for it. They have a very deep, extensive roster, and sometimes some people just ain't gonna make the cut.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch Elevation more, but I don't have time to watch Dark right now.
Yeah.
Man, how good was it to see Roppongi Vice reunite on Elevation this week, Matt?
That was awesome. It was even more awesome. They had the theme ready to go.
Yeah, that was great. I loved it. Good to see Rocky in the fold here for a little time being, the old Forbidden Door. Adam Page bloodied up. Team Taz comes out, and Page questioning Cage if he's the type of man that needs all that help, and Cage says, well, I'll be going at it alone on Sunday. Kingston and Moxley have the Young Bucks $10,000 sneakers, and then they go to commercial, and then they come back from commercial and cut a little promo. What'd they do with the sneakers, Matt?
It looked like they were going to bury them, but they never did. The problem was the promo started, and then TNT cut the break.
Yeah.
And then they came back and just re-aired the promo in its entirety. And I was just like, well, what the fuck happened here? Well, I think I said a tweet is like, TNT, how dare you cut the commercial during my Moxley Kingston promo?
We got Pac coming out when Tony Schiavone was trying to get an answer out of Orange Cassidy. The invisible hand Don Callis getting on the screen, calling Pac a soulless sociopath. Omega comes out, but Pac cuts him off, and then the Good Brothers come out. And then a random surprise, Penta and Phoenix chase off the Good Brothers. Pac, Omega tries to nail Pac with the One Wing Angel, but Cassidy comes out and he has the contract, but it's all shredded up. He says, "Fuck you, O'Kenny. I'm going to wrestle both you and Pac on Sunday," and nails the orange punch on both gentlemen.
It was nice to see Phoenix, who isn't cleared to compete this Sunday.
Yeah.
So nice to see that he's still, on the road with them right now, and he's not seriously hurt.
Yeah.
But he's hurt enough. He's hurt enough to not be in that battle royal.
We get a vignette of Jade Cargill, who has chosen Smart Mark Sterling as her manager.
It shows she's not very good at making decisions.
Maybe she just wants the manager where she's the only client, though, Matt, because everybody else has got clients. So,
I guess.
She takes on Kylan King, who's been on a roll lately on Dark and Elevation. You see her on the Sammy Guevara vlog as well, competing for the Nightmare jacket there. If you watch the Sammy vlog, Jade Cargill gets the win there. Miro taking on Dwayne Martin from Top Flight or Dante Martin. Dante's brother injured right now, so Dante going in alone lately. He's been amassing some wins on Dark and Elevation himself before getting killed by Miro.
Miro's gonna kill you.
Yeah, that chant echoing throughout Daly's Place with the big crowd tonight. Jake Roberts and Lance Archer come out and they talk some shit.
That crowd was phenomenal tonight, by the way.
Oh, it was, man.
I very much enjoyed hearing that, that sold out Daly's Place, rocking tonight. Man. It was really, really great.
Imagine Sunday, man.
Oh, people are going to be fired up. People are going to be fired up, man.
There might be more people too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Like, I don't 100% know for a fact they were.
You couldn't see the back. You couldn't see the back that well.
They had a lot of people in there tonight.
And ringside was like elevated. It wasn't people on the ground level. It was elevated too. So, yeah. Celebration for Hikaru Shida for amassing over a year as AEW Women's Champion, which is a tremendous feat, especially during the pandemic. Tony Schiavone providing a brand new championship, a better championship, a better sized championship, a lot better belt, isn't it, Matt?
Yes, long overdue. My complaint of that title is always just like, man, it's just too damn, damn tiny, man.
Looks like a damn toy.
So no, to see that new championship debut tonight, and I think it was really nice. Like, no offense to Shida.
Yeah.
I think it was really nice that Shida will get to hold it for a few days before Britt Baker beats for it.
Spoiler alert. Jesus.
Look. Come on, man.
I'm kidding.
That's my pick, and nobody's gonna change my mind on that one.
So after that, Britt Baker coming out cutting a great promo. And then we get Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky taking on the team that we've rarely seen during the pandemic, except unless you watch BTE, Evo Uno and Stu Grayson. And the pop for the former Smash Brothers was tremendous, wasn't it, Matt?
They were great tonight, man.
I think it's time to put the push wagon behind Uno and Grayson again, isn't it?
I'm totally good with that if that's what they want to do.
Obviously, Page and Allen with a big match against Sting and Darby, so they get the win. But, man, Uno and Grayson look great. Crowd behind them. I think BTE obviously has a lot to do with the popularity of the Dark Order as well. But let's not forget Uno and Grayson were one of the best tag teams in the independent scene before being signed to AEW. So I think it's a matter of time before they get back into that scene and back into the title picture, back into the rankings. So if you will. And then we close the night off with Bischoff. Good to see Bish on AEW. Man, great promos all around from the Inner Circle, especially Santana, especially Hager, Sammy. I mean, Jesus. Another guy that's fucking over right now is Sammy Guevara, isn't he, Matt?
I think the whole inner circle stable
Yeah.
is on the verge of, exploding popularity wise.
Yeah, Sammy is so over right now. If you hear all, like, just when he was doing the sign shit before the break, and the crowd was just going nuts for him, dude, that dude's gonna be a champ very soon in the next year. Great segment, great promo. They cut to MJF and Wardlow at the gold post at TIFF, whatever, Jacksonville.
I think it's TIAA.
Fucking Jacksonville Stadium. There you go. They're at the goalpost and they have a beaten up Dean Malenko, which draws the inner circle out. But oh, surprise. The rest of the Pinnacle jumps them as they're trying to run to the stadium, setting up a ambush and a great double pile driver. How good was that double pile driver by FTW?
That was scary is what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't see any crash pads underneath those tables.
Yeah.
They might have been there.
You got
I didn't fucking see any.
You got,
and that's a really dangerous spot to be doing.
Yeah, you gotta tuck the neck under the legs if you're delivering that pile driver.
Yeah, that's a spot I wouldn't want to take. Look, I don't care how much I trust the guy I'm working with. That's once off that platform through a table onto the side of a football field with seemingly no padding. Yeah, that doesn't work for me, brother. So I'm not taking that.
We told you it's a short show, and that is the case because we are at the end of it. We are now time to predict Double or Nothing on Sunday. Again, we will talk the past week of other wrestling promotions on our show Thursday, back on our regularly scheduled show next Thursday. We'll talk about Raw, SmackDown. We'll talk about the Dynamite following. Actually, no, we won't, because that's Friday again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Friday again. Unless we record after Dynamite, that's really the only option we would have.
No, I think next week we're going to go regularly scheduled so we can talk about Double or Nothing, and we'll just have to squeeze Dynamite in the week after.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be. It's not like it won't be really that fresh. I mean, it'll be just a couple days after we'll be recording again. So
yeah. So we'll be back with a regular show on Thursday.
Do you know it's gonna be funny though? The week after, we're essentially going to be covering 2 episodes of Dynamite.
Well, we covered 2 tonight, so
yeah. But I'm saying we'll have the post Double or Nothing Dynamite, and then we'll have the one we're recording right after. Because as far as I know, it's only 2 Fridays on right now for the NBA playoffs, and they'll be back on Wednesdays after that. Unless I'm totally wrong, I think I'm right on that.
10 matches on the card, 1 on the pre-show, 9 on the main show. The buy-in for the NWA Women's World Championship, Riho taking on Serena Deeb. I would assume there wouldn't be a title change here, Matt.
I don't foresee a title change. I think Thunder Rosa is gonna eventually get that title from Deeb. So, or they're gonna do a transition thing where Camille gets it from Deeb and then Rosa beats, Camille, or if Thunder Rosa is leaving NWA, Rosa just drops it to Camille and and goes the fuck away. Who knows what the fuck they're planning. But I don't foresee a title change on Sunday. I don't see Riho winning the title.
AEW World Tag Team Championships, the Young Bucks against Moxley and Kingston. Matt, how do you see that going?
This is one of the coin flip matches for me. I'm gonna go new champs.
Me too.
Because I think only 2 titles are changing hands on Sunday, and this is one of them.
Yeah, I think
so.
I think Moxley and Kingston have worked so well together. I think
the Bucks don't need them.
No,
the Bucks work with or without the tag titles, and I think Mox and Kingston with a run with the tag titles is just too damn entertaining to pass up right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been so good together. So, Darby Allin and Sting against Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page. First actual in-ring match for Sting. So yeah, Sting and Allin ain't gonna lose, are they?
I don't think so. Sting's first match in front of fans in 6 years.
Yeah.
I want Allen to get the pinfall victory, but I think it would be a really ridiculous move to let Sting lose his first match in front of fans in 6 years.
Not gonna happen. No. Stadium
This company takes care of their legends.
The Stadium Stamp. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying this company takes care of their legends, and unless Sting specifically requested to do the job on Sunday, I don't see him losing. I just don't.
Stadium Stampede match. If the Inner Circle loses, they disband forever. Inner Circle Pinnacle Part 2. Even if there was not an Inner Circle disbanding stipulation, I would have said Inner Circle winning all the way, because we're gonna have a rubber match with these two factions. I think it's almost guaranteed Inner Circle wins here. Matt, you agree?
I was leaning on Pinnacle this week until tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing what I saw tonight, there's no way they break up that group on Sunday. Inner Circle have to win. They have to.
Yep, they are. There's going to be a rubber match at all out, guaranteed. What kind of match?
I was just going to say, like, what the hell are they going to do?
You already had a Blood and Guts. You already had Stadium Stampede. So,
and I feel like the only reason they're rushing Stadium Stampede is because they're going back on the road.
Yeah,
like I feel like Stadium Stampede is something that could have been held for All Out.
Yeah,
if they were still going to be in Daly's place, but they're hitting the road in July, and it's like, you do Stadium Stampede now, or you don't potentially do it for a really long time. So I feel like that's why they're doing it now.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the rubber match is going to be.
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm not sure.
TNT,
maybe a brand new creation that we've never seen before.
Yeah, possibly. TNT Championship, Miro, Lance Archer. Ain't no way they're taking it off Miro right now.
I wouldn't think so. And they had Miro tuck and run tonight.
Yeah.
When Archer hit the ring, so yeah, I think Miro should retain. The problem is, as much as I'm hyped for this match, I didn't want to see either of these guys lose right now. So it kind of sucks that we're in a position where somebody has to lose. But yeah, Miro just got the title. I think it would be a gigantic disservice to him to have such a short reign with the TNT title. So like,
I would not be surprised if Miro holds the title for close to a year.
I don't think he holds it for that long, but I want him to hold it long enough that it establishes him as an important guy within the company.
I have a feeling.
I hope Archer loses in a way where he's not, or he doesn't lose any momentum out of it. And I'm not sure how they're gonna do that, but I'm hoping that's what happens. Maybe, well, I hate to even say this, maybe Jake turns on Archer on Sunday and they strike Lance out on his own. I mean, if they do something like that, at least they can explain, why Archer lost.
I think you could easily build Archer back up with a series of squash matches after this match. So I don't think either way, I don't think it's going to hurt him much. It's easy to build him back. Page and Cage. This is the start, I think, of Hangman's ascension towards taking the title off Omega. No,
I would think so. I think Page gets his win back and he climbs the rankings to number 1. And I think it's got to be Page and Omega at All Out.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think you wait till Full Gear. I mean, they could, but I feel All Out being in Chicago. Where Hangman didn't win the title the first time against Jericho, to me that just feels like that's got to be where it happens. It has to be.
Yeah. Does Cody put over a go-go?
He should, but he probably won't. I think Cody probably goes over.
I don't know. I think he will go over too because it's for America. God damn it.
Yeah, exactly. The
America.
whole American dream thing and all that. I find it very hard to believe that that's a match that Cody's going to lose.
America, fuck yeah. We've already talked about it. Sheeta DMD. We all expect Britt to win that one.
Yeah.
We all expect Kenny Omega to beat Orange Cassidy and Pac.
Yeah, I don't see that title changing. It would be really crazy if somehow, Orange Cassidy became AEW World Champion, but I don't look, maybe down the line, but
Yeah.
I don't see it this Sunday. I just don't.
It'd be cool, but I think we're all knowing that it's leading to Omega and Hangman somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
Where Hangman takes the title off of Omega. So we'll save the drama for last. Casino Battle Royale. We have your Joker. And then I'm going to run these down as quick as I can because I can talk fast. Christian Cage, Matt Sydal, Powerhouse Hobbs, Penta, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, Uno, Colt Cabana, 10, Griff Garrison. Who the fuck is Griff Garrison? Brian Pillman Jr., Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, QT Marshall, Nick Camarato, Dustin Rhodes, Lee Johnson, and the Joker. Let's talk about the Joker, Matt. Who do you think the Joker's going to be?
Man, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be anybody important.
No, I don't think it's going to be anybody.
It's probably going to be somebody, maybe somebody like Nick Gage.
Ooh.
Or something. I've heard that name come up a bunch lately because of the Dark Side of the Ring thing. Maybe they bring him in for a
and his
for,
feud
for
with
a
Mox.
shot.
And his great feud with Mox. His feud with Mox has been great this year.
Yeah, so maybe I'm thinking something on the lines of that. I don't think it's Daniel Bryan.
I
don't think it's CM Punk.
No.
I don't think it's anybody that's going to come in and win.
It's too soon for any fired person.
Yeah, because they're all July.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think the winner of the match is already in the match. Look, I could be completely wrong. They could
blow our socks off.
They could under promise and over deliver on Sunday, which is what I wish they would do more often than not.
It could be an Impact guy, Sami Callihan, Rich Swann, Moose.
Yeah.
My pick for the win is Christian Cage.
I agree. It's either Christian Cage, or they blow our fucking mind with whoever the Joker is.
Third place would be
the Joker.
Third place would be Jungle Boy.
I would agree with that because they've kind of building up the fact that Jungle Boy lasted so long in the last one he was in.
Yeah.
So he would be a sentimental, favorite. But yeah, I feel like it's Christian Cage's match to win, and I just look, I don't foresee the Joker to be someone that's going to blow our socks off, but hell, maybe it will. Maybe it's somebody from New Japan. Oh
God.
Oh my God. Can you imagine that shit? Yeah, look, we don't know. It could be anybody. It could very well be Daniel Bryan. It could be CM Punk. Who knows?
If it's not Punk or Bryan, the Joker ain't winning, to be honest with you.
I would agree with that.
Even if it is, I think someone would fuck them and start a feud rather than them winning outright.
I think the crowd would lose their shit if they were there and they didn't win.
Yeah. But do you just outright give it to them just for showing up? I don't know. That's going to do it for this edition of Lost, the Midcard short one. We're just talking AEW leading up to Double or Nothing. Thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host and enabling us to be on iTunes. And Matt, I got a surprise for you. Coming soon, LITMCpodcast.com.
What you talking about, JB?
Talk to Mark Cho. He'll fill you in.
Ah. Guess I'll talk to Mark Cho. Son of a bitch.
He told me to say it at the end of the show to surprise you.
I'm gonna super kick him in the head.
Yes. So search for Lost in the Midcard and hit that subscribe button on your podcast. That way we know every time a new episode comes your way, especially when we got a special one like this Saturday episode. We're on the YouTube as well. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. We'd love that. Give us a thumbs up, hit the bell icon, give us a little comment on the videos. We'd love to interact with you there as well. The links on that are on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Lost in the Midcard, or on the Twitter at LITMC Podcast. Matt's on the Twitter at Raw F Showtime. I am on the Twitter at JB Huskers. And before we ride off into that sunset and enjoy the long weekend with Double or Nothing on Sunday, Matt, what are your final thoughts?
Really looking forward to the show on Sunday. I think it's going to deliver in a big way, and I think this is going to be one of those pay-per-views where they came in under promising.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like, oh my god, the surprise it's going to be, to shake the foundation of the pro wrestling world or any of that shit. Like, I think without that, yeah. Well, I mean more like what they did at Revolution.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think it's going to be real big. Yeah, I really do. I think there's going to be a lot of people talking after the show on Sunday. I think it's going to be a big fucking deal.
I have to work on Sunday, but thankfully with the holiday, the bar is closing at 7, which is when the pay-per-view starts. So I will just miss the pre-show and I will miss the first match. So hopefully that first match is like one of the easy predictors, like the TNT title or or the women, and then I can go back and watch it later. So I will at least get to watch 85% of it live, so it's going to be good because it's going to be a tremendous show. Full Daily's Place crowd. You saw it tonight on Dynamite. It was a tremendous crowd.
It makes a big difference,
and who's over.
Really does.
And who's over now. There's some guys that you may not have seen lately or have seen a lot of, like you haven't seen much of Uno and Grayson. They got over tonight. Sammy was over huge. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be fun to see what happens on Sunday. I know we're going to have some surprises, so I can't wait. Matt and I are going to talk about it on Thursday's show. We will record on Wednesday night and bring that episode at you on a Thursday afternoon. So make sure to tune in for our review show there. Until then, enjoy Double or Nothing. For Matt Black, this is Jeremy Bennett. Have yourself a good holiday weekend. We'll catch you on Thursday.